Good morning. So this reading is for Monday, October 27th. And so I'm just going to pull a little bit around our past, our present, and our future. Current energy. And future energy. I'm getting a very strong sense that something here is coming into alignment. And so just as a reminder, this video is only available on YouTube and Rumble, Tarot and Astrology with Michelle. So looking here, bottom of the deck, I am getting the devil showing up here, but something does feel like it's coming into alignment. Part of that alignment can be getting rid of the devil, breaking an old habit, an old cycle, something here that was just not healthy for you anymore. Definitely getting the word toxic coming through with the devil energy. So when I look at the past here and I see the Six of Wands showing up, a card of success and victory, along with the Ace of Cups, so that new beginning, and the Chariot, Cancer energy, a card of success and victory. And so whatever this new beginning is, it's completely surrounded by success. It started in the past. I love all the success surrounding it. So let's go into the current energy and see if we can get a little bit more around what all of this is. Nine of Cups. So focusing here on what really matters, your goals and dreams, moving in the direction of what you want. Queen of Pentacles, a lot of stability, a lot of nurturing. I'm getting this kind of nurturing energy, supporting yourself, creating stability. This feels like evolving something within you. It feels like it's connected to the devil too, where you're taking some sort of action to balance something out. So if you have kind of an old way of thinking or behaving that feels like it wants to come back in and wants to kind of dominate a situation, kind of your mind overthinking something here. I get the sense that you're really going to squash it. You're doing something right now that allows for you to really move forward without falling back into an old pattern or an old cycle. Yeah, I'm getting the Hanged Man here with it. So the Hanged Man is pause or delay so that you can see things from a different point of view. The devil feels like it's creeping back up again, but it's something that you're aware of. So you're not kind of just surrendering to an old habit here. It's the awareness is there so you can do something about it. So you can respond differently when it does kind of show up in your life. But it's connected to this new beginning energy. And I'm getting a very strong sense here with that Queen of Pentacles. So whatever started in the past, this is something connected to you and it's connected to whatever goals that you've already set for yourself. All the nurturing, all the love that you're kind of really giving to yourself and bestowing upon yourself, it's allowing for you to recognize the devil and then defeat it. When I look at the future energy here, I'm getting the Lovers. So the Lovers, Gemini, Six of Cups, a card of nostalgia, and the Ten of Cups here, this is long-term happiness. It's a marriage card coming through. This could be connected to relationships, maybe the way that you interact with people. Doesn't have to be in a romantic sense because the Six of Cups and the Ten of Cups can be cards of family. And so it could be just those relationships and something here is shifting. Maybe your approach to them or your response to them is shifting here. But I love the way that this is unfolding because you're taking control of the situation and saying, no, not anymore. I'm not going to give in to something old here. I'm really going to make sure a concerted effort to make that shift, that mindset shift into the positive, choosing from the heart, choosing what really matters to you, and focusing here on long-term happiness and ultimately where you're aiming. It's the Nine of Cups. It's ultimately where you want to be. So let's dive in and get more information here. So tell me about that Six of Wands. Ace of Cups. And the Chariot. With the Six of Wands here in the past, I'm getting the Page of Pentacles. So a lot of success in planning out your future. This feels very heavily connected to that Queen of Pentacles in the current energy. So the Page of Pentacles, that planning for the future, gathering information, figuring out what you want and really what doesn't belong so that you can let go of that. So as you're embracing this new beginning here, I'm getting the Ace of Cups with the Eight of Wands. It's movement forward. It's as you kind of made some sort of decision here. It's focusing on the future, building something stable, grounded, long lasting, and all the success around all of this created positive movement forward. It feels like this was being blessed and guided by the universe to say, okay, you're ready for this new beginning. It's showing up here in the past. And once you made that decision and you really put energy against it, your true intentions, and you started acting in a way that was consistent with this new beginning, that's when you got the assistance here from the universe. And with the Chariot here, Eight of Swords. So now the Eight of Swords is a self-imposed prison of the mind. That's the devil energy. That's the overthinking that I'm picking up on. And so in the past here, you were able to overcome that with the Chariot. And so it feels like you're aware of it. You're recognizing that if you overthink a situation, it doesn't really help you in making any kind of progress. And so it's not about the thinking, it's about taking action based on what you know. And so you don't need to sit in this period of thinking, overthinking, trying to figure out your next steps, because it almost becomes that analysis paralysis where it makes it really difficult for you to take action because you're always thinking about, is this the right one? Am I really ready to take an action here? That's the overthinking that I'm picking up on. Tell me about that Nine of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. And the Hanged Man. We're also getting a lot of eights in this reading, so nearing a completion point. With the Nine of Cups, I'm getting the Knight of Wands. And so this is about you taking whatever action based on all this information here in the past and not letting that overthinking really control the situation, not letting your mind say, you're not ready. You're not taking the right steps here. So it's getting out of your head. It's taking some sort of action. You're already in this space and you're just going to keep going. With the Queen of Pentacles, I'm getting the Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups is leaving behind whatever doesn't serve you. It's that devil energy. It's the overthinking. It's the scenario where it makes it really difficult for you to move forward. And you're in this space now of just wanting to take action and wanting to see some results here. It's not about thinking anymore. It's about doing. And with the Hanged Man, I'm getting Temperance energy. So Sagittarius, that all things in moderation. So kind of seeing things from a different point of view, regardless of the pause or delay. I am picking up action. You might find yourself in a moment of pause. It does not feel like a long pause at all. Very temporary in nature. And it's really so that you can ground yourself emotionally and say, you know what? I recognize what my mind is trying to do. I recognize how I can hold myself back, or I cannot, and just let myself go, let myself take the action that I know that I want to take, that I know that I need to take in order to go after what I want. And it feels like for the first time, maybe in a while, maybe ever, that you're letting your kind of emotions really drive, and you're letting your you're not letting your fears control you. Because fear of failure, fear of success, they're both fears. And it feels like what you're doing is you're conquering something within you that says you're not ready, or you're not capable of doing this, or you need to plan it a little bit more before you take any kind of action. I'm getting a true sense of conquering that. And I'm actually picking up the Six of Wands and the Chariot that both showed up here in the past energy. And it feels like that's the kind of energy you're carrying forward. I can make this work. Even if I hit obstacles along the way, I know what I'm doing. I know what I want here. And that's where you're grounding yourself emotionally and kind of figuring out how to move forward in that stable, strong way. Queen of Pentacles and the Temperance. Tell me about the Lovers here in the future. Six of Cups. 10 of Cups. With the Lovers here, I'm getting the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords, more Gemini energy, the way it's coming through. And so this is a lot of getting into the details. acting from the heart, but knowing what's in your best interest here. And so that Page of Swords energy is ready to take some sort of action. You already have all the information that you need. I don't get the sense that you need more. You have a true understanding because of the Hanged Man here with the Temperance on exactly what you need to do. And so it feels a lot like with this Page of Swords that you're using the knowledge that you already have, the experience that you have, and you're clearing your own path in order to pursue something here that you really want. With the Six of Cups, I'm getting the Queen of Swords, more of that energy. That Queen of Swords has a lot of that knowledge, that inner knowing that this is going to be the right move, that this is exactly what you want to do. And that Six of Cups, the card of nostalgia, it feels like what you're doing is you're pursuing your own happiness here. You're not going to let your mind dictate or control the situation anymore. Not anymore. And with the Ten of Cups here, I'm getting the Three of Swords. So that Three of Swords is healing from a heartbreak. And the Ten of Cups, really, I mean, everything that's showing up here is your mind is trying to remind you of the past and why this may not be a good idea. But you're not giving into that. Not anymore. You're going to let your heart really kind of guide you moving forward and your intuition along with it. So this is the reading for Monday. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.